What's going on, YouTubes? OGs, Nitro RCs here, coming at you from the Nitro Corner, episode 111. 111. Yes, sirree, bubs and bubettes. 111 is the episode. Gonna kick back off to where we started at. Sort of kind of let off on the last time when we had the old head cam going on over here. Yeah. The old cursed buggy here, the possessed one, Voodoo Child, as he's called. Yeah, he's been kind of a curse through the whole thing, guys and gals. Needless to say, we ended up taking a totally different route and everything else with him, so hopefully it all turned out for the better, which I'm sure it did. But yeah, we didn't end up going the way we wanted to go. I was going to use the parts off from the new donor buggy that we got, which he's not really a donor buggy. He's another perfectly good, actually in better shape than this one, LX2 Nitro, the same black-headed 28 force engine in it, OG style, which runs like a scalded dog. Or the LX2E I have up there, because now I have 3 of these bad boys, and they all run, and I thought I was going to have to sacrifice one of them to build this front end, because well, as I started pulling the differentials out and looking at them, the spare diff I had, I didn't know that the front keeper was broke on this side. And then when you flip it around on the other one, the other keeper is broke. See that? Opposite sides. And the support brace that goes across the back that holds the pins in for the A-arms. I think I threw it away. I'm pretty sure I did. I kind of sort of wanted to keep it, but nope, it's right here. I can show you. So, this piece right here, that goes back here. Where's that? It goes like this. Actually, it goes like this, I think. Yeah, this is the way it goes, like that. Well, you see this ear's broke off this side, and when you turn the differential around, it's broke off on the other side. So, I was screwed either way I went. I didn't know what to do. But, luckily, I had another bracket that went across the back of this one, because this is a rear diff, and this is a front diff. But they are exactly the same. Yay, that is awesome. The only difference then was the braces that went across them to hold the hinge pins in for the A-arms. So I ended up using this brace, which is not this one. This is the one that came off the front. This one was on the back, but it works just as perfect. It works just as good. Everything is exactly the same. And I had this on an extra piece laying in the box on the backup rear differential I had. All I had to do was pull that piece off, put it on the differential, bolted everything down to it, got top supports in, arm supports in, shock supports in, standoffs are all on, dog bones are in. This thing's ready to get locked into this front end, just like that. It's going to get bolted down, and then this buggy's going to get the tires put back on him, and he is good to go. Got a fresh charge on him. I just charged him up a minute ago because he's going out tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, guys. By the time you watch this, it's going to be days later, and I apologize for that, but I'm stacking them so I can stay ahead of the game. But I don't want you to think that it's a different day. Today is actually Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Weather's supposed to be nice tomorrow and Thursday. So I'm hoping to get out and make a grip load of content tomorrow. I'm hoping to get out and film everything that you're going to learn that I'm taking out here in a minute. Plus, we're going to go back out again Thursday and run even more. So the plans are, unless they change and I make Thursday, an all buggy day, the plans are to take the Voodoo Child here out, take him out. That's 1. Then we're going to take out the LX2E. That's 2. Then we're taking out Paintball for redemption, the resurrection of Paintball. And then we're taking out the Problem to give him a smooth little safe, easy run, just like we did for Grubby. Grubby come back in bragging about how he had the day off and he only had to do one big jump and he got to burn a whole tank of fuel and not get abused, and it pissed the Problem off, and now the Problem wants it. So I'm going to take the Problem out and just run him around a little bit and let him open up and breathe, and but not abuse him too bad. But Paintball's going to go out and get some redemption, because where he got the back shocks blowed off him, so now he's been resurrected and he's ready to go again. So Paintball, the problem. LX2E buggy. You guys get to see the E buggy run for the first time. It's a 4-cell running on a badass fuse engine in there, dynamite fuse. That's all charged up and ready to go back here. He's going to roll tomorrow, and with the black body. And you guys are going to get to see the problem child. Yeah, the problem, Paintball, LX2, LX2E, and Monster, the big X-Max that we fixed. We fixed the front end on him. Remember that? We broke the front end. He was flapping in the wind on the big snowdrift jump. When we got him back together, batteries are fully charged, and he's sitting right back here behind me on the floor ready to go. So we're going to have 5 big dogs out tomorrow running them at various times. I might ride around, and I might go to the park. I have to go see my mother tomorrow, so I might go to the park while I'm in town and see if I can find a quick place to drop the X-Max and let him breathe. Let him open up and run through some grass and just flat out haul ass, because I can't really open him up to his potential in the lot like I can the Nitro cars. So I might, you guys might get to see the X-Max burn up Victory Park, which is the name of the park in my hometown. Very beautiful park. You guys might get to see the Monster raise hell in Victory Park tomorrow for the first time with a full set of batteries. Maybe we can get 20, 30-minute run time out of him, 20-minute at least, you know, of beating him up in the park real quick, and hopefully we can bring him back home in one piece, and then we'll go back to the lot as we head back to my home here in Marshall, and we'll stop at the lot, and we'll let the problem, we'll let Paintball, and we'll let Voodoo Child here do some nitro breathing and hit the jumps a little bit and screw around and make some noise and get some content on them too. And then Thursday, if the weather holds out, I plan on taking the Yoshi the Kyosho back out, the MP10, for some redemption. Remember, we broke the front end on him, and I did that stupid where I tried JB welding that turnbuckle, that steering knuckle on there. I tried JB welding it, and it broke. Remember that? So I got all the upgraded parts on the front end of him. He's ready to go out and do some turning and burning. Run a couple quick tanks through him. We're going to take Mini Ghost, which is the Hobeo, my Hobeo VS, that SS I got. We're going to take him out. So tomorrow might be a buggy day. I might take my Ultra MBX 2 comp buggy out, the one that's 23 years old, the blue one. I might put the black tires on him and take him out and abuse him a little bit too, because hey, if I ain't going to sell him, I don't want to ruin the blue and yellow tires on him. I'll put black tires on him and run the buggy to death. So tomorrow, guys, well, Thursday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. But Thursday, if I make it an all buggy day, I might take all 7 buggies out with me and run all 7 of them. Make videos of each one of them running. You guys think you might like that, so we're going to get to that later. But right now, we're 8 minutes in. We're going to bolt this front end back on here. I kind of wanted to tell you what I did with this, because you guys didn't get to see me build this front end. It was kind of a last minute thing. I got lucky and figured it out for myself, honestly, last night, because I was seriously about to buy a roller off eBay just so I could have the gearboxes, because that's all these are. Your differentials are in here. These are your differentials. And you have your diff cases that your differentials set in. This whole thing is called a gearbox. This is all a gearbox. Gearbox, bulkhead, whatever you want to call it, but it's a gearbox. Your gears set inside this box. And I would have had to order a roller, which I was going to do, and if, I'm still going to do it probably just to have the parts, because Lord knows I need them. But so I can get 2 more. I can get a front and a rear, which basically are the same. I can get a front and a rear and have 2 more differentials to use on my LX2s here, because my LX2s, I like to keep all 3 of those going if I can. So this is kind of a last minute thing, me figuring this out last night of how I could use that back brace piece on the front. I looked at that and went, hell, these are the same. I just need to move this up front. I can put it all together, and I did, and that's exactly what happened. So I got kind of lucky on that, guys. It was kind of nice figuring that out. So I got to keep all 3 of them together. I didn't have to cannibalize any of them, and we got to move on. So with all that being said, we are going to strap this bad boy on here. Hardest part about doing this is you guys aren't going to get to see very much of it, because it's all up close and personal. And the whole hardest part about this is getting this dog bone in to this drive cup. This is really easy to do if you use some needle nose pliers. Just set that Roscoe down in there. turn this. Just like that. And he is in. In like Flynn. And we're going to back this up a little bit. Put our top screws in. Here's one. And here's two. Alright, alright, alright. So, now that you guys kind of got the 411 on what the OG is doing, how are you guys doing tonight? Is everybody doing okay on this Tuesday? Is the weather getting any better where any of you guys are at? I mean, it's trying to here, but it ain't making nothing I want to brag about. I'll tell you that right now. Not at all. Not at all. But it's getting there. It's getting there. They say we're going to have about another week or two of this shit weather, and then it's going to tighten up a little bit and sort of kind of get close to normal. Oh, I was going to put those on first, but oh well, we'll get to those in a minute. Do. Oh, earthquake. Well, okay, where we at here? Not you. Yeah, you. Okay, there's that. What I did was I just fastened the upper support plate to the gearbox. Just like it's supposed to. Just like it was supposed to. Now, flip this over. Now, this is going to be the problem where we might be able to do this and might not. Because I think this thing is bent. I think it's bent pretty good. It's about to rear its ugly head up right here. We're going to find out. I was looking at it sideways for a second there before I started the video, and I'm like, yep, this chassis is bent. Which is kind of a shame because it's pretty straight, actually. It's actually really straight. Yes, it is. It's actually really straight. Well, I mean, not straight, it's clean. It's really clean to be beat up that bad. So we'll get all these in here. All right, we'll back these out. Put this bumper piece back in here. If it could fit. I don't think this piece is made for it, to be honest with you. It's not cut out like the other one, so this piece is not going to fit in here. That's the difference in the front and rear braces, is the front ones are cut out for those and the rears are not. So no big deal. No big deal. So. Hope you guys are getting to run some RC cars wherever you're at, whether it be Nitro or electric. whether it be nitro or electric. Let's get these right up in here. Alright, why don't you want your fit? That's because your bulkhead screws. Bulkhead screws. Right, let's do that. Okay, you go the long one? No, you're not. You are. Well, you guys can't see, boys and girls. Trust me, you're not missing nothing. Oh, come on, man. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. So note to self, we can use the rear support in the front, but it is not notched out for the bumper. That's perfectly okay, I guess. More or less like it's perfectly okay. It's going to have to be. And we do not have a front sway bar in here, which is okay, whatever. It is what it is, as far as that goes. Yes, it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Now, before we get any further, we're going to do what we didn't even give ourselves time to do in the last video. We're going to get this party started right now. We're not going to forget the hugs tonight, guys. Nope. That hug was dedicated to the Rinks, even though he doesn't like purple. Even though he does not like purple. All right, let's get these in here, fellas. Let's get these in here. Mm-hmm. Okay. That doesn't go like that. That one goes on the bottom. You guys can't see. Apologize, apologize, apologize. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Sorry if you guys can't see. No, you can't see. I apologize, guys. I apologize. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. And we have this that goes on here. That goes on now. Shit. Well, guys, we're off to a rolling start, because that is the third thing we have dropped down here on the floor since we started this exercise. Yep, there goes that. There goes that. There goes that. Driver, pick, tool tips. There he is. There he is. Good as new. Good as new. I'm going to pause you guys for a second. 20 minutes in, I'm going to get his wheels. We're going to slap them on. I'll be right back. Boom, boys and girls. Boom. Yeah, buddy. Fires is what these are. These are the Hobeo tires. Yes, they are. These things are wore out, let me tell you. Wore out. I ran these suckers to death when I first got them. There ain't much left to them, boys and girls. Not much left to them at all. But we'll run them till they're smooth. Then they'll be a street slick. Come on, bro. So yeah, hopefully if things go right, I'll be able to get the rollers that I want and pick up some new tires off the old Amazon, because Amazon is the place to go for tires. Tires for anything, boys and girls. I mean, you can get some badass, and I mean badass 8-scale buggy tires for $40 for a set. I mean, $40 for 4 tires is ridiculously cheap. You know, yeah, they're not J Concepts or Pro Lines or anything like that, but I tell you what, you look up the generic version, what I don't even know what they're called, but they're a cheap version. You'll know them as soon as you see them on Amazon. You know, of the Badland tires, the Badlands that for the buggies and Badlands for the 8-scale trucks. Yeah, well, you can get the exact same tire, exact same tread. Spit an image of them off Amazon for like 44 bucks. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. So hopefully I'll be able to pick up my rollers, get those locked down, pick up some wheels. And I'm watching an auction right now that if the RC gods are on my side, they'll allow it to happen. Because it's one of those once in a lifetime deals. Okay, I gotta turn this sucker on and get my radio out and test it. I'll put the radio and everything away. We're packed up, ready to go for tomorrow. First thing in the morning, I have to take off and go handle business. Boom, that's not good. He's turned way over there. I don't like that for some reason. Why does he like that for? Pins are the same, but man, that tires are way off on that. That steering servo is a country mile off. Realign that bad boy. Where's my screwdriver at? Yes, sir, Bob. We didn't know he was that far off. Okay. Oop. That's there. That's better. Good old Futaba servos. These things are old as I am, and they're still kicking ass. Granted, they're not cordless, and if I'd have had a cordless servo in here for a throttle servo, that day it broke loose and got away from me, that wouldn't have happened because the spring was tight enough to pull it back if it was cordless. But these old Futabas have cords on them. That's why the torque on them is so stiff and so strong. But, hey. I think that's a monster pull to it, boy. Woo, woo, woo. Right there. You can back that endpoint off a little bit. We got that one a little tight too. Like one tooth, but I thought that was about right, honestly. So let's get in here and back that off a little bit. Throttle. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. 50 on the plus side. Good. Back out of it. Back out of it. Look how fast that is. That's an old. What is that? A 32? No, it's a 3305S. Look at that. That's crazy for being that old. That is ridiculous. Love the old stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, there he is. Voodoo Child is back in the saddle. Where's his shirt at? Ooh. This it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is when it's all snap, crackled, and popped. Snap, crackled, and popped. So if I get that, what I'm keeping an eye on, it's gonna make my year. And the year just started. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. How did I lose a bright orange body clip? I even figured out just where I stuck that on something that was supposed to be. How did I see it right here? I did. I put it on the other LX2 Nitro. So anyway, where we at? About 30 minutes in, and he is done. The cursed one, you guys have watched. Something happened to him every time we've attempted to run him. Let's hope, a little prayer to the RC gods, that the little cross sign on everything, that tomorrow we get a good run out of him. We get 1 or 2 tanks ran through him. We'll send him a little bit, but nothing too awful bad. And yeah, we'll see if he's going to make it or not. If he's going to live up to the hype, because you guys got to see him run a little bit. You got to see him and hear him. You know he's hot. Oh, is he hot? He is a hot buggy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Right there. That's going to be a good thumbnail for him. But with all that being said, hey guys, 514 subs I think we got now. Yeah, 514 subs. You guys are kicking ass. Comments are great. Likes are up. View time's great. 6,000 hours watched on the channel. You guys are doing awesome. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Love, respect, and appreciate each and every one of you. Big shout out again for the second time to my brother Chino for the big channel donation. That little super thanks thing he gave us. That was awesome of you, bro. Man, nothing but love for you, brother. Nothing but love for you. My girl JJ's Adventures, being the second channel member to come through right after Michelle. That's an awesome thing. I mean, yeah, it's going great, guys. We're just getting started. You know, we're like almost 6 months into this operation, and we're right there. So this is looking so good, and it's all thanks to you guys. All thanks to you guys. Nothing but love, appreciation, and respect for each and every one of you guys. But if you'd smash that like button for me, please, for this video. If you found any of this interesting at all, you didn't even really get to see anything. I didn't even put the front end on, and I apologize for that, guys, because I put this thing together last night on a whim, because I come to the conclusion I could use that front piece on here, even though it's not right, because as you can see, it's not made for it. That bumper, that front bumper should be sitting in there and should bolt up from the bottom. Those 2 screws should bolt up through there and hold that front bumper on there just like that. So I might have to take this off and cut this out, so this piece will slide up in there, so that bumper will set on there, just for giggles. I might do that, but we'll see later on down the road. But if you'd give me a thumbs up, please, guys, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, or tell your friends about me. Get the OG's name out there. Tell everybody about the Nitro Corner. This is where we get shit done. You guys have done nothing but watch me fix stuff in the last 3 or 4 videos, because I broke everything. With the exception of Grubby and the Problem, everything was broke. So yeah, we need to get back on the ball, get some There's some good running content going out there. I'm going to try getting out and running in a couple other spots besides just a lot. I know how boring that can be watching somebody just run up and down, back and forth in a damn storage lot. But trust me, guys, I'm not one of them people that likes going and making noise in a public area. I don't like going where other people are at and rant, running these loud sons of bitches and screaming around and throwing rocks and everything all over the place. Nobody wants to hear that shit, dudes. Nobody wants to hear that. I mean, honestly, they don't. You know, and I've seen enough people get barked at in YouTube videos and stuff for making noise, you know, and everything and bothering people in parks and all that kind of crap. I don't want to be one of those guys. So it's really hard for me to get out and run my stuff any other place besides the lot, because in the lot it's just me and the pup and nobody to bother us. We can't bother nobody. If there's somebody there, as you already know, we don't stick around, we leave. So with that being said, we'll try getting out, getting some new places to run. Even if I gotta go back, find a country road someplace and jump out and ditch there for a little bit, we can do that too. But as of right now, we're going to be in the lot for the next couple of days, like always, jamming, throwing stuff, breaking stuff, jumping stuff. You know what we do. So hit that like button for me, guys. Please give me that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Please consider becoming a channel member if you want to. Let's add to the family. Let's get OG's crew up there in the numbers. All right, and tell all your friends about us. Keep track of OGs. Hit that notification button so you know when we're online and getting stuff done, and keep track of what's coming up next. Lots more coming up next. We got to get this whole bale of truggy ready to go. He's first on the chopping block when we start breaking stuff in. So appreciate, love, and respect each and every one of you guys out there. OG, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.